Well, this is our filly Moonlight Midnight, and she's grazing this morning after a successful, just kind of little down the lane, pick up your head, quarter mile. She did it by herself, and now she's getting her just reward. Did the right way. The earmuffs have been extremely helpful, and this filly has settled in nicely. She's dappled and happy and performed her job successfully this morning. So I really can't fault her for much. Those earmuffs helped a ton, and she's just settled in nicely. And right over here, also in sunlight and also fresh from a quarter mile down the lane, open it up kind of breeze, is Whole Lot of Luck. He too looks dappled out, healthy, and very, very happy to be grazing just outside the Dallas Stewart barn this morning. It's a nice benefit that we have. Some of our stables across the country, there's some that don't have a lot of grazing area, and this is narrow, but there's a fair amount of stuff to chew on, and this is always helpful for horses because it's what they're accustomed to. It's what's in their primal nature. It has a tendency to calm them down, get them back to their roots. Their digestive system is helped by consistent grazing, which is why we hang the hay racks in their barns, so that we can try to, or put hay down in little bins down on the ground in their stalls. And with that, they have the opportunity to replicate what they do much more naturally if they're out in a field someplace. But Whole Lot of Luck, as I said, the time is really irrelevant, but Dallas was delighted with both of these horses and how they finished this morning and how they were attentive to their rider. And we'll probably come back next week with a similar quarter mile with maybe a bit more gallop out to the 3/8. So today, after they did their quarter mile breeze in 24, 25, they pretty much, pulled up pretty quickly after that. And the reason was pretty simple. That's what Dallas wanted. So the riders followed the instructions to a T. But Whole Lot of Luck looks fabulous. He really does. And the filly, I'm sorry that the light is not as favorable. I'll get on the other side of the filly so you can see her a little bit better. Brilliant sunshine at Churchill Downs this morning. The filly is doing really well. And I had, not a lot of concern, but I was just noticing the differences in personalities, differences in approach to these two horses. And the filly came in, and she is a dreamboat. She is just so lovely in the stall. But she's a little bit more, jumpy, a little more skittish than the colt back there. And I think Dallas has done a nice job of horsemanship in getting her to settle and feel good about her job in these early stages. And I mean early. We all know that Dallas is just a real steady, progressive, baby step at a time, especially with babies type of horses, horsemen, and a lot of horses benefit from that. Yeah, you might, filly. I think you might in a big way. So those are the two. A good morning for both.